Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. I got a project that I need to get on. I've been wanting to get onto it for several days, but I've been too busy with Lisa, processing chickens, picking beans, and some other things I've had going on that I've had to take care of. But back here behind me, where I've got this old fuel drum that I'm going to turn into a scalder so we can scald a hog when we want to for a barbecue pig. Because y'all, I like cooking barbecue. And so I need to have that done, but I need to get it moved. I've got an area back here that's about, well, it's going to end up being about 40 by 40. And I've got a project that I've been wanting to do. And I'm not going to share exactly all of the project, but part of it will be for lumber storage. I need a place to be able to stack lumber for projects that I have going on, especially this winter when things are cool enough for me to be out here driving nails and working in the sun. Not that I don't do it now, I just limit it because it's too hot and too muggy, y'all. But y'all, thanks for stopping in. Hit the old like for us, subscribe if you hadn't, and if you have, y'all, we appreciate you. We're gonna get on to a little bit of tractor work today. I just like getting on my tractor, y'all. It makes me feel good. Now, I could have pulled the gator out to move this old tobacco trailer. That was my Papa Van's, one of his trailers, and I just redid it a few years ago, and it really needs to be redone again. I've actually got a plan for it to build me some new sides for it, something big enough that tall enough I can just back up to the load and chute for the pigs and load out piglets. But I didn't feel like getting the gator out. Just wanted to work my muscles a little bit, you know. Sometimes they get a little tender and sore and you need to work them a little, so I worked them, hopefully not give myself a hernia in the process. But I still got a bunch of firewood in here, y'all. But yesterday I got out here and was moving some of it, and lo and behold, I pull off a piece and there's a nice snake about that long. I actually killed it thinking it was a baby copperhead, but after further inspection I think it was a good snake, like a garter snake. But either way, that snake's gone. But I'm gonna use the loader bucket and see if I can move some of this firewood out of my way, because I want to do a little bit of clearing, y'all. I was wondering why this old fuel tank was so heavy. Still got a little bit of fuel oil in it. Probably mixed with a bunch of water, but y'all, I can use that. Make some good homemade products with that. So I'm gonna sit here and see if I can drain a little bit of it out. We'll see if you can see it. I noticed a steady stream behind me and I thought, oh no, something's wrong with the tractor. Nah. It's this fuel tank. When my buddy loaded it up for me back in the winter, I think it was probably around, I don't remember when it was now, but it was cold weather, I remember that. I noticed he was having an awful hard time loading it. He had a little tractor about the size of mine, and didn't have forks or nothing. We had to improvise. And then when I got it home, I thought, this thing's kind of heavy, you know, it shouldn't be that heavy. Here's why. And this little hole is 8 inches up the side, so there's quite a bit of old fuel oil left in here. So I know get that out, because that comes in handy on the homestead, y'all, for all kinds of homemade applications. But that's liquid gold, y'all. trying to push through. Had a little bit of firewood left there. Just kind of rolled it up, got some dirt and stuff in it too. And some of it was kind of rotten because it was laying on the very bottom of the pile. So I ain't really lost that much. I can pick through it and get the best stuff out. But I've got another pile back here that's pretty good, and so I'm just trying to clean up around it so I can get in there and get it out by hand later, not today. And then start cleaning out some of this underbrush. That's my plan. Y'all can kind of see what I'm trying to accomplish here. Basically, from where I was dumping the pile of dirt up here that you saw, all the way back to a fence line that we have, and then going down towards, actually towards Sampson's lot down there is where this thing's going to kind of come close to tying in. I've got several trees I'm going to have to take out in here, a stump or two that is going to have to come up. Had a couple of dead poplars, and a buddy of mine came and took those down. I believe it was last year sometime, and that was about the time that winter was coming on and this firewood got cut up by another buddy of mine. But got some stumps to take out, a few pines that are going to be some good lumber. But y'all, what we're trying to do here is I need to get all this dirt work done, get everything leveled up, get it to where to drain properly, and put down some base stone, and we'll end up with a good place to stack some lumber for air drying, along with something else that we've got planned. We're just not gonna let that cat out of the bag just yet, because I'm waiting for things to come together kinda. But y'all, I enjoy getting on the tractor and working, and y'all, you'd be surprised what a little L2501 with a tooth bar on a general purpose bucket will do, if you've got any experience. And if you don't, hey, it's a good way to get some experience if you're going to buy a tractor. Just take it easy, y'all. I know some of the tractors have one of these little guides that you can get up here on the loader arms to tell you where your bucket's level. For the most part, I've used one for so many years on different applications, whether it's track loaders or skid loaders, all kinds of loaders, that I pretty much know where level's at. For the most part, I'm not perfect by any means, but I enjoy getting out here and tooling around on this little 25 horsepower tractor. Y'all, I've moved a lot of dirt with it in the past, I guess going on 4 years that we've had this tractor. It's really come in handy for a lot of projects on the homestead, including gardening. That's why you'll see that I have standard R1 ag tires on it. I like having a little bit extra height. I like having those lugs. From running heavy equipment in the past, especially backhoes and things of that nature, industrial tractors with that industrial type tread, I have found that if you do get into some sloppy situations, they just don't have the lug power that a standard lug does on a farm tractor. But to each their own, you know, that's why they sell different kinds, so you can get what you want. But I think this is going to turn out pretty good. It's just going to take a little bit of work. It's about dinner time now, so I think I'm gonna stop for the day. And I smell like fuel oil, because y'all, I think I hit the jackpot there. I bet there's 30 gallons in that tank. Y'all, my screen got hot, so I had to step over into the shade for a few minutes. But basically, this area is right across from the tractor shed here. And so I like to keep everything close and tight together on the homestead. It just makes it easier, y'all. And the main reason for that, it's not because when I get old I don't want to walk far, but that is a good reason. It's just because it's convenient. When you have had, like myself, several knee surgeries and other kinds of surgeries, and your body's getting a little bit wore down because you've done manual labor and other types of physical labor jobs over the many years, it's nice to have everything kind of close together where it's easy to get to. But I believe this is going to be pretty nice. I would like to eventually put a roof over this. In other words, a stone base, maybe dig and set some concrete piers, and then take the sawmill, cut some timbers, and put a nice, basically, pavilion, if you want to call it that, tractor shed, just something that's tall enough that I can actually drive tractor under. It's taller than this one, that I can get under there, maybe move my mill at one point underneath it. That way it's totally in the dry. But for now, I kind of like where I'm milling at, so I may put something there. But y'all, just all kinds of possibilities right here to work with this spot. It's going to be really nice once I get it done. It's going to take a little while though. It'll get done. Y'all, ended up with 10 quarts of fuel oil out of that old tank, so I feel like I struck gold, and there's plenty more in there. I just sat that tank up on some blocks, kind of at an angle where it couldn't pour out. There's a couple of pinholes that were on the bottom of that tank, and I'd have never known it unless I'd have carried it at the angle that I did. So I'll get that out. We'll use that for something. That way it's not just pouring out all over the ground. I don't like that. But guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods Homestead. Hit that old like for us if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't, and if you have, y'all, we appreciate you. We love living this way. We like rural America. Grew up in it. I don't know any other way. And honestly, I don't want to. I enjoy living this way, y'all. And hopefully we can help you out with a few things along the way if you hadn't grown up this way. And if you have, hopefully just get some entertainment out of it. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week. We'll see you on the next video.